Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Tauren of all ages, welcome to the second episode of the Brawl-Cast. I am one of your hosts, Dak Thulu.
And I'm Algren.
Yes. Alright. We're cutting to a match already in progress against the Emo-din and a Tauren hunter by the name of Camarado.
He's wearing a dress. He's wearing a dress, and that can't mean much for him.
He's
already working.
Oh!
At some of what? Oh, he died. What? Did he
premature ending.
What happened? I feel like the dress held him back. The dress held him back.
You know, it definitely didn't help. I feel like he may have gotten tripped up. But then again, paladins do love dresses, so maybe the paladin's just envious.
Emo-din holds all the envy.
All that envy. Alright, who do we have up next? Next, we have Reknaps, a level 100 Blood Elf Paladin.
I hope everyone coming in here is going to be level 100.
I fucking hope so, but hey, you never know.
I've also named you the Outer God of Brawl, just so you.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. Alright, she's fighting Millhouse Manastorm, that devious little midget, way back in Burning Crusade, I think he first appeared.
That is true, he was a prisoner in, whatever... No, yeah, he was
Alcatraz.
in one of the Tempest Keep. Yeah, it was Alcatraz. He got out, no thanks to us. Actually, all the thanks to us. And he's been just a thorn in our side ever since.
Oh, he is tasing the living shit out of Reknaps right now.
Well, maybe if she... I'm not sure about the whole mechanics of this one quite yet. I see what she has to do. She has to interrupt the beam so he not get the massive amount of stacks that he's getting right now. 245% damage increase on Millhouse Manastorm.
I feel like this fight would be a lot easier for a hunter because it seems like you can take out those crystals.
Can you now? I don't know. They're showing up as blue for me. But then again, I guess so does everyone.
Well, but I guess her absorbing that energy is actually increasing her damage output. So, I mean, fuck it, why not?
He's getting really huge. That's a size you never want to see in a gnome. Their big heads just really look funny when they're like that.
Yeah, clearly the largest gnome I've ever seen. And he's just... I don't know. Ooh, he's dropped in size.
He's tiny again. They're running out of time. We're hitting a...
Tick-tock.
15 seconds of berserk time. And he's only at 10%, so we're looking at the, we're looking at a race here. We're looking at a race here, and she looks like she won.
Just in time.
She actually hit the berserk timer, but on the berserk timer, you always have a float zone of about 5 seconds if you can hold the bomb all the way to the other side.
That fight made me really uncomfortable because when it ended, I forgot how small Blood Elves actually are.
Yes, I agree. Usually they're barely up to my chest, but in that time, they were scary big. And do you have another Millhouse? No, the crystals are still there. That's all. We've had that happen. Remember the ghost that ran that arena last week?
Ooh, that ghost was just destroying people left and right. Alright, we've got Arodal, an orc shaman, fighting the Emo-din Ahuru.
Emo-din, who is well known for his crying and his whining about the light.
His buckfuttery is really... it knows no bounds. Now the key to this, you explain it. You were explaining it to me not too long ago. You need the angels to charge through?
Yes, the avenging angels are not really that avenging, it seems. But the avenging angels, you need to get them down to about 40% health, and then make sure that they charge through the Emo-din. Because whenever they get to 4%, they will automatically do a charge directly at the player. And if they run through the bomb, which is they run through the Emo-din route, they will turn around and bust his shield. Now, the problem with this fight that we've constantly seen is the fact that the time it takes to get him to charge at them, they're left with, we're looking at 40 seconds on the clock right now for him to destroy this mob.
And no less, he still has 1.6 million health you gotta burn through.
He is not soft.
He is not.
So, good thing for this shaman, he might be able to round the DPS. He's doing rather well in the DPS. Oh, he pops his ascendancy. Let's see if it gives him the DPS he needs for the 20 seconds he has till berserk. We see the fires cooking. Are we gonna get some cooked drawn iron or?
I don't know. Uhuru still has 500,000 health left. It's getting
true.
really close to the wire here.
All I'm saying is Sarfang the Elder would not hang out in this arena right now because I feel like we're gonna smell the scent of cooked drawn eye yet again.
That is dark.
He said they smell like pork.
And he does it!
Aerodol takes that. The upset. At the last second, the Berserk timer, as I said before, was actually already up. They'd already hit that. He had his float time around 5 seconds. That took him to the win.
Well, good for him. That is one hell of a fight. I am not looking forward to get there on Fanjin.
I refuse, but I will sit here and make fun of you the entire time.
It'll end poorly. Alright, we've got Katsi Bloodsinger
Fighting the same fight.
against Uhuru again. I don't know. I've been watching her for about 35-40 minutes now trying to take on this boss, and she's just not been successful. This is a really tough fight for a mage, I think. They're just so squishy and so little survivability in a fight like this.
Yeah, I could see that being a problem. Her blink helps her with positioning, I feel, but she just cannot stand up. Oh, that damage she's taking right there.
She's already at less than 50% health right now, and it's just getting worse.
She has not yet gotten. She's got her first charge here. We're gonna add nearly a minute down, and she missed him. No, she did not.
She got it.
She did not miss him. She did not miss him. She got it, but she died.
Too little, too late.
She made the charge, and then she was she was still standing there when the angel finished his charge. This is where you don't want to be. Because it seems, actually, I don't think I've ever seen the angel charge and hit someone. I feel like she just did not think that one through.
It certainly doesn't look that way, Mike.
Oh, we have the dress toy. He's the prettiest little prop dress.
But will it be enough to save him this time? I don't think it. I don't think it will. I think the Emo-din is just going to be sad and woeful and look on in envy and then kill him.
Kind of like a prom night dumpster baby.
Prom night dumpster baby. Right you are, Aragon. Aragon.
Ow. It's like ow, like what dress paladin or dress hunter is about to say. And again, he took that right to the face. Why are they not avoiding that? I don't understand it. He has a disengage. We need more hunters like we saw last time who were probably able to utilize their disengage to position themselves during
This is a really technical fight. I mean, of all the fights here obviously are, but this one in particular is just so cutthroat. And the slightest mistake is just
It's true. Those floating spears of light all around, they do damage. Every time he touches them, they will kill him. As we saw with the mage, just running against them. If you don't have the proper gear, it's not going to do well. Now, if he's smart, he will either get out of range. There's a finite range to this charge. And he found it. Oh, he's at 55%, and he has, oh dear, only 30 seconds left. Let's see what he has in this. Let's see what he has in the tank right now when it comes to burning this thing down.
Well, tick-tock, but I mean, hunters are renowned for pulling DPS out of nowhere. I've seen hunters in a raid easily pull out 60,000 DPS in a single target fight. So, I mean, it's. I want to say he's out, but there's. Oh man, he's doing damn good damage.
He is doing damn good damage, but he needs to make sure he's as far away from this. He's not gonna make it, and here comes the fight. Oh, steak is what for dinner tonight?
Oh,
delicious. I see he popped out a counter shot during that. I'm wondering what exactly he was attempting to counter.
Well, I think he was just touching every button he had.
Yeah, that's what we call a good old-fashioned face.
Well, nothing like a good old button touching.
Well, that's what the Emo-din did to him. Now, the question here is who's going to jump in next? Oh!
Gordome and versus Emo-din.
I don't think I've ever seen this fight before. What tier is this set? Or this?
This actually may be one of the Well, it says rank 1. I can't tell if it's a rank 1 fight or... it certainly looks like it. I don't think it's a card fight.
Definitely not. That went down so fast. That's almost animal abuse right there. I'm pretty sure that wasn't to happen.
Well, nothing leaves chunky bits like a good rogue in a fight.
It's true. It's true. I'm just trying to find the poor bastard who decided shoving some of the angry moose in there was the right idea.
Well, probably some sick Canadian.
That maple syrup really goes to their heads.
Alright, we've got Kesh-Ga fighting Blat.
We've seen this before. The problem we always run into this fight is that it's the continual splitting of this bot, which is very effective when it comes to AoE. It works kind of like Tekis, from what I understand. Every time you do a certain amount of damage to it, it splits them, and you need to get them all down by the end.
Right.
They're not doing a whole lot of damage to Kesh-Ga, though. I feel like as long as he can get this done, he can carry the day.
Well, she's certainly holding her own. And it looks like Blat's just sitting there, procreating in his little puddle of green nastiness.
I don't even want to know what's going on in there. They're all stacked top each other. For all we know, there's a bunch of blob humping going on.
Well, it's looking a lot like a Lannister family reunion in there. Just all sorts of incest.
Well, hopefully Kesh-Ga can turn into a red wedding. I don't think that's going to happen at 12%.
No.
Less than 10 seconds done. Oh, and down he goes. We didn't even hit berserk time. We didn't even see the fire start cooking.
That's alright. I think she can get it next time. Hopefully.
I don't know about that. Were we watching the same fight?
I said I hope she can. But yeah, probably not.
Now, I believe that our companion Korgrik was telling us about some RP that was going on in that room back behind. Now I'm wondering what kind of RP it was.
Probably the sticky fun sort. Alright.
Oh boy!
We've got Katchi against Ahuru again.
Emo-din is going to take the day. I'm calling it right here.
Yeah, you know, I hate to bet against people, but I wouldn't put money toward her. Oh! She just gets punched right in the back of the head by an avenging angel.
Oh dear. But at least she's avoiding the light this time. And she's actually getting damage on the angel. Remember, folks, 40% is whenever they will pop their charge. We're looking at a charge right now. Let's hope she gets out of range so it doesn't hit her.
Well, it at least hit Ahuru.
Yes, that's all that's really important there. And she's down at 17%. Oh dear, she keeps hitting this light. And we have a charge coming right now.
Yeah, but I think she's about to back right up into light.
Yes! Oh, she lives through it, and she's at 1.6%. This is not looking good. She better have a blink ready to get the other side of this angel, because she has nothing else on hand.
Oh!
There we go.
Painful to watch, as always.
Well, you know what they say.
Yeah.
I don't know what they say. I was asking you what they said about Blood Elves dying all the time to Drona.
It's hysterical. That's what they say.
Yes, that's what I was looking for.
Who is this giant orc in front of us?
I don't know. He's awkward. Oh, that's Arador. He's behind. One. Oh, I've never seen this fight before. What are we looking at? What rank did they say this fight was? This is a rank 8 fight. This is going to be a fight worth watching. I've never seen this fight before now. And Jesus, does this look terrible?
This
what
is like
going on?
I think you're supposed to position Hexos because he's going to be directly in front of you the entire time. I think you have to position him. Basically, it's a wall game. You gotta avoid.
Oh dear! I've tried. You know what? I've played these games a couple times in my life, and I've hated it every single damn time.
This is just terrible. This is Whiplash. Just I'm getting nauseous watching this.
I'm not sure if they're making it because I don't know if I'm lagging or if our screens are not matching up because they have not made it through there at all. But it seems like he is getting damage done to him. So
yeah, I'm thinking there's lag on our end.
Are they doing the damage? Is he not? Does he heal when he hits these things? I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but this fight looks interesting as shit. I'm not even sure what the hell that thing is. Oh, it's an eyeball. That is a giant eyeball. it's actually not doing any damage to her. I'm not sure.
I think it's the walls. I think if she doesn't position the walls correctly, it does massive damage to her. However, she's doing damn fine, I'm assuming.
There's a couple times where, I don't know, I'm not sure. Where it has to be lag on our end. All I know is that this is a game I would never want to play. And I would like to say that Blizzard, you're made of bullshit for making this a thing.
My god, she did.
She walks away. Rek Naps walks away from the rank 8 fight. That's the first rank 8 fight we've seen on Brawl. And that was interesting.
She gets a little clap from me because, damn, that was impressive.
She doesn't get a clap from me because she's a filthy blood up. But
that's true. Knife-eared whores, all of them.
Hey, we don't know about her duties in the night, so you better watch that stuff.
Hey, I'm just saying, flat out, knife-eared whore. Ooh, it's the same fight.
Let's see if we can see any difference in this one. I'm curious to see. Does not look like there's any damage being done. Let's look at his. He's doing a lot more damage to the Hexos than the Paladin was.
Yeah, it's going a lot quicker this time. Those elemental shaman though, they're brutal.
They're full. I mean, he doesn't have to worry about moving. He can just cast his. Oh, those walls. That's what's happening. Ooh, that is a lot of damage. He's gonna
not want to fuck this up, people.
He actually has no room for air now. This is the worst kind of Tron bullshit I've seen in my life. So he hit the 1 minute on the Berserk time, and he's holding strong at 11% health. Let's see if he can actually pull it through at 12% on the enemy.
You know, part of me wants to experience this fight.
Oh, he lost at the last.
Just
5%
short
on the boss, and he loses it. He
so
just drops
close.
it right there. Yeah.
That's a bold move. That's a bold move.
Let's see if it plays out for those new watchers coming in right now, we're doing Brawl-Cast here, and we're starting off. If you're starting off right now, you're going to see the Emo-din. We've seen this dress Torrent, which actually is a hunter, but he's wearing a dress for whatever reason, fighting the Emo-din yet again.
It looks like it's some sort of guild event here tonight, because it seems like this is the 4th person from the guild Conundrum that I've seen.
Someone should be talking to Conundrum and telling them to tune into our broadcast so they can hear us make fun of them.
Too true,
As they die horribly. And there he goes again. Again, he gets caught by the angel. That is the second time that hunter has been caught by one of the archangels during this charge. You gotta remember, folks, those charges on those archangels have a finite range. When they hit that finite range, they explode. And you don't want to be hugging them when they explode.
No, last time I hugged something that exploded, well, they were scraping bits of me off the floor.
I thought that was every time you jerked off.
Ha 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 ha! Yeah. Alright, we've got Keshka versus Blatt again.
Yet again, we're going to see the blob organ that we all know and love. Roll 39, roll 32, whatever rule it is.
34!
Roll 34 that says sexual everything's going to come from this. Now that we've said it and thought about it, everybody look on the internet and find your black porn near you. This broadcast brought to you by Morose Pollen. If you're not naked, it's not morose.
Alright, she's doing fairly okay-ish against Blatt.
She's not doing bad. Blatt's down pretty far, but I mean, we gotta remember that they do all share, don't they? They do not share health pool. So she has to get all of them down in now a minute that they've hit the berserk.
Well, once she kills the big one, it stops replicating, so she has an advantage in there. However, if she's just getting overwhelmed. Oh, using that shockwave to get an advantage. Send him back a bit and get the stun.
Now the question is she front spec? And she took the deck. Blatt is down.
kudos to her. She had the floor wiped with her last time, but this time she was able to pull it out. Giggity.
Giggity.
Indeed.
See who's gonna be up next?
What do we got next, folks? Come on, come on. Reknaps again.
Oh, Reknaps again. Let's see who she's gonna fight. This is one who beat that last level 8.
Dungeon Master Fishass.
Oh, this is the torturer from the Scarlet Monastery.
Oh, so it is.
That is dying.
Oh,
So
that was
damn fat.
That was disappointing. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't expect much from him, but I kind of expected more.
Well, that was most
And
unfortunate.
Brawler's Legacy challenges. Heated poker. Let's see who's coming in next. Conundrum. Katsi, she's gonna be fighting Emo-din yet again, unfortunately for her. I got the best hope for her. You know what? Kudos to her for just coming in and giving it her all again and again, even though she dies horribly.
Perseverance really is the trick here. I mean, if I were able to beat each fight on the first try, I would really. What am I saying? I'd be fucking ecstatic. But honestly,
I'm gonna throw it out there to Zach. You may not be the first try, it may not be the second try, but usually you get it by your 15th to 20th try. And I'm not sure which one she's on, but I don't even want to look at her list because she just died from the first arcade. That poor knife here. I'm sorry.
That was brutal.
That poor thing. And we have Comorado screaming, yelling, "Rip" out there. Unfortunately. Even her teammates are making fun of her now.
Now that's just cruel.
That's just depressing, even.
Alright, Arodowel.
Yet again, let's see what he got going on today. Oh, he's fighting this again.
Oof. Remember, he just barely missed out on beating this boss last time. Let's see if he can pull it out this time. Giggity.
Oh, he pops Ascendancy form right off the bat. Oh, and he takes 3 hits. Well, no, that was only 2 hits. Takes him to 37% health on 2 hits from the death ball.
He's halfway through his Bloodlust, too. He's still got 16 seconds left on it. He's kicking him down bit by bit.
It's not bit by bit. That is chunk by chunk. But he just hit 2 walls. That damn near killed him. He's got 20% health to go through. And he takes 1 more wall. He is going to die. Oh, he is gaining health, though. He might not die if he takes 1 more wall. He might have 1 wall left in him.
Oh!
No. And yet again, he almost drops
Hexos is just...
Hexos.
Oh.
I don't even want to touch that. This fight will also be found, or these fights will also be found on YouTube later on after Dacthulu decides to pop them up on there.
Too true. But I'm kind
I
of lazy.
hope it wasn't too false, because that would really let our viewers down. And
well,
you don't want to let them down.
I don't want to let them down, but let's be honest, letting them down is what we're good at.
No, letting them down is what Comarado's good at.
That's
Because
true.
Again, we're going to see him die to an Archangel. I'm guessing the first Archangel. That's my call right now.
Well, I don't know. He's doing pretty decent damage against the first one.
Well, that's true, but it's true. But if he sticks around for that charge, it's going to kill him again.
Well, I think he's going to be okay. I really do.
Oh,
He's doing all right so far.
It just took 30% hit on that because he didn't decide to get far enough away.
That's true.
Let's see if the next one comes up. He needs to pop these things rather quickly. He's 15 seconds from the 1 minute marker on this fight. That's a good place for that angel.
One more shield to go.
With 1 minute left right about now, and he is at 92% health. He's good. He's good on health, as long as he doesn't take this aim with his face. And let me tell you, no one wants to take an aim with his face.
Well, I know our good friend Doug took an angel to the face one time, and, well, let's be honest, he's still scraping off the bits.
Ain't that the truth? Now, he needs to start getting some damage on this boss right now. He's got 30 seconds left on the enrage timer, and he's got barely any damage. He's too worried about getting away from it instead of just firing. He's not going to be able to stay away from this thing if he does not have Growl. He's not Beastmaster. He needs to stand there and fight because it's not going to help him any when he's running away.
That's true, and he's running out of time now. He's right in the death throes of things. If he doesn't kick it up, he is going to get burned alive.
But and the side note to that, Eddie Torn that die in arena, we end up eating pretty well after that. We're talking burgers.
That's true. Even though it's cannibalism for me, Lord knows I won't get Mad Cow anyway.
Well, you are dead. He now is in his fluff time in terms of this Berserk timer. He has 4%. Can he pull it up?
Oh!
Dear.
Buddy, go Murados.
Oh, that complete heal. That may have been what he was interrupting last time that I did not see. Because that complete heal would probably have just made him really depressed other than losing like that. As one of his companions, he allowed another good fail. That, sir, that hurt.
Alright. We've got a new competitor in there. Marok, what is that? Marok Steelbite? Marok Steelbite. Go him. Ooh, this fight is actually a pain in the ass. Against Tyson Sanders.
Does he bite his ear off?
No, but chickens everywhere. It's a combination of Tyson Chicken and Colonel Sanders. Fear the rocket chickens.
That is terrible. There are. Oh no, there's chickens with rockets on them. There's robot chickens. They're well-fed chickens. This is the worst fight ever, and you can't even eat any of them.
This is a combination of your worst nightmares playing Legend of Zelda on the N64 and attacking those chickens with a little bit of mixed in of getting that indigestion from KFC. Oh! Sorry, Marok. Sorry.
Robot chickens are too strong.
Nice.
You need to learn. A lesson from our good friend Link. Don't fuck with the chicken. Remember, folks, when in doubt, do not stab the chicken. Ooh. Right now we have Ragnab again. Fighting Eddie. I don't know if we've seen this fight before.
I certainly haven't. Crush, a vicious competitor, charging around, knocking himself over. He doesn't.
Looking like it's the same rules as it is in the Argent Coliseum when it comes to
True. Trial of the Crusader. This fight is definitely... Oh! This fight is over! Well, that was, at the very least, disappointing. But well done, Reknaps.
I feel the feeling that Reknaps is fighting these fights to show up her fellow fighter. Because it seems like she is just the master of this arena at this point.
I think there's some sort of guild competition going on here. Ooh, we've got Kathshi again.
They're all losing. Oh, this. Like I said before, kudos to her for her perseverance. I'll give her that much.
Well, I wouldn't give her much else because she's not going to go very far with it. Color me cruel, color me mean, but don't color me stupid because I wouldn't put money on this. Well, I would, but who's gonna accept my money to be put on Ahuru, the emo paladin? Seriously, folks, look at that face. Look at that face.
That is not. You can hear the Linkin Park from here.
The Greeley Estates is a blaring. Alright, Kathshi is dancing around the arena, not doing much. Got one shield down, she's got 2 to go. And she...
Got only 1 minute left. 2% health, and she's down again.
That's a tough break.
As we said before, this is not a fight that favors mages.
No. You really need a lot of damage mitigation in this fight, or be really quick. I mean, I think a good rogue. I think we saw a rogue earlier do this, but a mage probably not the best thing to do here. Ardul about to fight Hexos again. This is one of those tough wall fights, like one of those obnoxious wall games. You play on one of your With those crazy fandangled mobile phones, you touch the walls, you take a shit ton of damage.
He's already taken a ton of damage right off the bat.
God.
But
He's
he's
slowly
doing
gaining it
a
back.
lot of damage to Hexos. He's doing. That has always been the problem with Arrogance or Aerodil so far. Is the fact that he has been able to dish this damage out to this boss, but I feel like he gets too caught up, too tunnel vision into his damage, and he just is not able to clinch.
I think he's got it this time, though.
I feel like he's got it. He can take a couple walls this year, and he can
Here we
still
go. Yeah! Well done, Aerodul. Finally. But that's what this whole Brawl'Gar arena is all about. It's you sit here, you lose a couple times, and then when you go back in, you got it. Easy day.
in the terms of that mage, probably more than a couple. But you know what? Who's judging?
Yeah, she'll be here for a couple of days, but you know. Alright, we've got Keshka again. Ooh, against, what's that? Vlan the Volatile.
That's a Mogu. I'm not sure what he's doing here, but he seems to be having fun doing it.
Well, he's certainly not going back to his empire. We saw to that. Alright. She seems to be in good shape, just has to watch out for that fire.
Now, if you remember about this fight last time, this boss will put down these lines of fire that will stay for quite some time. I feel like it was the entire fight. And the whole point is to not block yourself in, because I have a feeling that's nearly an instant kill to get hit or run through that.
Right. It's almost a Tron style, light cycle style fight. You don't want to overlap the lines. Ooh, there's another line of fire. But again, definitely do not block yourself in.
Cusco seems to be doing pretty good right now. Nearly full health. This boss doesn't have a whole lot of surprises. He's got to make sure you dodge the fire. I would not be surprised though if Brawl'Gar came out with a fight where standing in the fire was actually the way you beat it.
That would actually be hilariously entertaining. I would pay to watch
Indeed
that.
it would. Hopefully people are paying to watch that.
Well done to Keshka for getting down Vlan the Volatile and his fiery butthole.
Making that an easy fight and an easy win. Probably making our friend the maid not so happy.
Well, to be fair, she's fighting one of the tougher bosses we've seen here. I think we've only seen a handful of competitors actually be able to take down a Muru. Or a Huru, I'm sorry.
That's true. Emo-din. We're going to stick with Emo-din. And on that note, we have the hunter that is in a dress and doesn't know how to disengage. Let's see how far he gets this time.
You know, as far as disengaging goes for this fight, I think it's really dangerous, because you have to be paying attention to not only where you are, but where you're going to be and the path in between. If you hit any of those, it might kill you mid-flight.
Frankly, I kind of want to see that.
I do too. I'd love to see his beefy self just slam against the wall and explode.
We'll give him kudos to this fight. Last time he got this boss within looked like 2% before he not flinched.
Oh, it was painful to watch. Not nearly as painful as it was to lose, I'm sure, but all the same.
He's doing pretty good. He got himself right under the Berserk timer cooldown for 1 minute. Let's see if he can get in position.
Alright, now it's all just a DPS race to the end. Can he do it though? Can he finish this boss off? Can he just stroke his way to victory? Phrasing?
Again, like I said, he is working. No, he's full of beat. It is a perfect crit. Again, he seems to be worrying too much about getting away and not enough about DPS. And he's got 20 seconds on the Berserk. The fires have started.
It doesn't seem like any of his pets are taunting. Oof. He's right there. Oh! Finally!
Wow! The dress hunter takes
I like that. I think Dress Hunter is going to be Komarado's special title. The Dress Hunter. Well, who do we have next? I am hoping it's a new fight, because honestly, if I have to see Hexos again, I'm going to lose my fucking mind. It's Reknaps, who seems to have been taking on the lower level fights. She's fighting Deacon. It looks like a Jeeves or Walter bot.
And she is mauling that thing. We are not even.
She really is.
When Reknaps fights, we're actually not even getting to see the mechanics of the fight. So she's killing just that fast.
She just beats the living hell out of the boss, swings him around, and tosses him at Boss Basilflange's feet and shouts, "Give me my money, bitch." Honestly, I'd pay to watch that. No joke.
It's true. It's true. Actually, that was definitely reading between the lines. But it was that.
Alright, folks, come on. Something a little more interesting. Oh! We're gonna watch that mage get wrecked again. But bless her little heart, she's trying.
But not her knife-beard little head, because she's not thinking.
She's not doing much as far as attacking that angel. There we go. Finally, a little damage flowing. Oh, she's got two angels up. One angel's about to charge into Uhuru. The other one is lumbering toward her like Jason from Friday the 13th.
I almost feel like if she could get past this angel stick, she could really crank out, like, get into the flow of her damage and maybe actually do something.
But you know, there's the trick. She's got to get past that angel phase. And she just doesn't seem able.
I feel like whenever we get to that point where she's going to die again after the angel phase, but at least she'll have gotten further.
It's just painful to watch, and it almost breaks your heart if it wasn't so entertaining.
I can watch a Blood Elf die all day. Not gonna lie. Now we're gonna see a new fight.
Oh, he's just fighting Millhouse Manastorm, but can he fight him? Can he beat him? Is the question. As Millhouse summons those crystals, which Ardal has to block with his body, so that Millhouse Manastorm doesn't get any larger. Because a large gnome is a bad gnome.
That is the most terrifying gnome, actually. And he seems to be getting the far more opportune crystal placement than Rex. Who was it that fought that last one?
Reknaps.
Reknaps.
Ooh, that is a big ass orc.
I feel like the crystals are doing damage to him. I'm not quite sure. But his buff right now is intense.
He has 380, 390, 400% extra damage.
And we've seen this shaman in particular pump out the damage. It seems like Millhouse Manastorm has a lot of health for whatever reason, packed on that tiny ball.
Ooh, but he's getting stacks now.
No,
well,
he's not. See, Aerodil, as opposed to the last person who was fighting, is actually destroying the crystals as they pop out, so that Millhouse is not getting buffed. And he is just dying like a bitch with 12 stacks of his own.
Damn!
How many stacks?
132. 132 stacks.
That is an intense amount of damage. Not gonna lie.
That is
terrifying.
disgusting.
Stay away from me.
That hurt my butthole to watch.
I don't even want him close to me, because he might just lash out and accidentally kill me.
Yeah, well, he's more than capable of it. You're only level 45. Oh, 50? When did you get to 50, you sack of shit? We got a new contender here. Ruharo fighting. Is that... That is
a hand.
Isn't that the hand from... Oh, it's Rochambeau.
I'm really confused about this, but is that the hand from Legend of Zelda?
I think it's the hand from the Addams Family. Either way, I think they're I think they're playing rock paper scissors here.
There's actually paper on the field now as well. Who's throwing rocks? Paper is throwing rock at
This
I
is
don't
making no
actually blame her.
sense.
I don't actually blame her for losing this because she might be dying just from straight confusion.
Honestly, my brain is melting as I'm watching this. This is absolutely absurd.
And then we have... Oh, it looks like it has another pause during the phase where it pops out another...
She chose scissors. And she won, I guess.
I'm not sure who won this.
I don't think anyone wins this. There's 2 flying swords here.
I'm not sure. Are the swords fighting her or are they fighting the hand?
I don't know.
They're fighting her. Oh dear. Well,
So close.
I personally was confused by that fight.
I drank my water awkwardly, coughing.
Don't you always?
Well, that's what I get for trying to chew water.
Well, folks, we had ourselves one of the most confusing fights I've ever damn it. That was just rock, paper, scissors, and what the fuck.
It baffled me almost to death. Alright, we've got Ix here. Ix is kind of a tricky fight. What you have to do is, as soon as he starts casting, get on the other side. It's easier to actually walk straight through Ix rather than try and walk to the left or right. The closer you get toward the center, the easier it is.
This warrior is actually making their life harder by moving around so much. They
That's
literally
true.
just run directly through a mob at that point. But it seems to not matter because they are crushing it.
Well, Ix still has about 280,000 health left. 250, getting closer and closer. Oh! But that's the thing, if she catches you with one of those waves, you are done for.
There's no way to live through that. I've always wondered, why doesn't one just climb up and stab her right in the brain?
I feel like you might yourself get stabbed in the throat.
It might be worth to stab a giant bug in the brain, because I happen to love Starship Troopers like any red-blooded American should.
Indeed, indeed. If only I weren't dead, I may feel the same.
We have
Ooh.
Reknaps fighting another fight. What rank? Do we ever get to see what rank this fight is?
Well, it doesn't tell you what rank it is. It only tells you what rank Reknaps is, and I'm assuming this is rank 1 because she's just destroying this.
I don't even want to know if I want to look at her gear right now because she is just demolishing her opponents.
You know,
they actually might come to the point where they don't even let her out in the field anymore. They just pay her to stay at home.
It wasn't even worth going into the Farseer Totem to get down there on the field to watch the fight because it was over by the time you get down there.
It's true. It's true. She is our top contender right now, almost at a point where she might as well not even contend. And we have Katshi again. Oh, her perseverance in the face of the Emo-din is just noteworthy. Not noteworthy is her ability to not take damage in the first 5 seconds of the fight.
She's already at under 50%.
50%. That is all, and she is about to die. Not even
Look at her go!
30 seconds into the fight, and she's
done!
30 seconds into the fight, she drops like a rock. My God, she just needs to sit back and just drop a mage table, and that should be her job for everyone contending tonight.
I'll shed a tear for her if only I could.
I will just tell her to get into the kitchen, because that's clearly all she is good for. Not because she's a woman, mainly because she's useless.
Oh, careful there, careful.
I'm sorry, but perseverance is one, but she's painfully persevering.
Alright, we've got Comorado fighting Millhouse Manastorm as well.
This is actually going to answer the question you had about the buffing, and it looks like the pet doesn't take the buffing. This would be a Beastmaster's dream.
That would be hysterical if he could just position his pet to sit there, soak it all up, and then just devour Millhouse Manastorm.
It looks like only him and the pet are going to get buffs at this point. That is a giant torrent. I'm no longer going to make fun of his dread, because he could step on me.
Well, you can, because really you'd fit under that dress.
True. And you never want something smaller than you crawling up your fucking dress.
You really don't.
This is going to end bad.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna clamp right down to nibbly bits, and you're not gonna enjoy yourself. But it looks like he is raffle stomping this thing with 106 stacks and rising. Oh, and Millhouse is getting stacks though. Millhouse is getting stacks.
Stalls out at 120, 124, 125. He's got
Not going up.
640% extra damage right now. My
136. Oh, it keeps rising. That damage boost was just
just barely though. I mean, that was getting really close to the wire there. Comorado was really close to biting the bullet.
Yeah, he was taking a lot more damage than he needed to take right there. And the Berserk timer was coming up. I kind of figured, I'm actually disappointed in Comarado's damage right now. I feel like he should be kicking out a lot more for a dude in a dress. Because I've always felt that if you're going to wear a dress, as a scrappy young toy, you just better be learning how to fight.
Yeah. Alright. Erdal is fighting Deacon as well, and just beating the living tar out of him. There's sweeping waves of electricity, but Erdal doesn't seem phased.
Yeah, they're not doing a whole lot of damage to him, and he's just been deaking around. This is most definitely a lower level fight. Is Deacon? Deacon is just not bringing it to the table right now.
Whew. That's a rough one. Well, that's what you get for being subpar engineering.
It's true. It's true. If you're gonna build it to last, then you better build it to fight. Now remember, folks, this Brawl-Cast is brought to you by Moreau's famous bullet. If you're not naked, it's not Moreau.
Alright, Ruharo's back to fight Rochambeau, that sneaky bastard from the Addams family. Alright, she chooses Rock. What does Rochambeau pick? Scissors! Rock beats Scissors, and she's going to beat the living tar out of him.
This is going to be a stun, and now my question is, are the Scissors on her side now or on his?
I think they're on hers.
I'm not seeing anything to indicate otherwise, but I am honestly not sure. There's something going on in the field right that does not look pleasant. That's actually a unique design for a field effect that I've never seen before. And
yeah,
I never want to experience in person.
Ooh, those Scissors are not her friend. I'm going to tell you that right now.
And she is stuck taking that damage. That is unfortunate. We have Berserk in 1 minute, and she did win this other round too. But now we have boulders everywhere, covered in paper. This is so very awkward.
What the hell is going on here?
All I know is that, did she win? Did she win?
She did.
She beat Rochambeau. I was so confused by what was going on in the field that I did not even pay attention to this.
You know, I didn't even try to pay attention there. I am just so bewildered by that fight. It is just far too entertaining to even give a shit about the outcome.
It's true. It's true. Win or lose, that fight is a treat to watch.
Got Keshka again.
Keshka again. Let's see if Keshka will learn the trick to this fight, which is to not get caught in that. She needs to be careful she does not put herself into a corner right here, because this is not going to treat her well.
No.
Sleep would be her friend here.
It would, but really, as long as you're just close to the center of Ix, you can just walk right under him, and you'll be in the clear.
And honestly, her circling that beast is not helping her at all.
It's not.
It is just totally randomizing where that devastating thrust is going to land.
She would be in a better situation if she just stood there, took it, waited for the devastating thrust or devastating slam or whatever the hell that thing's called, to actually try and sweep down and then position herself to avoid it.
Indeed, it actually freezes. He locks in place whenever he starts it, and instead of running sideways away from, she could have just literally run right through him.
Well, she's about to take him down though, so I mean,
I'm not sure if about. You gotta remember, he starts at 15% health.
For all our second guessing of her method, she did manage to beat him. So kudos to her.
It's true. It's true. Did he die at 9% health? Because I was showing him at 9% health when he dropped.
Oh no, he dropped all the way down to 0 for me.
Very well. And that was just under a minute in the Berserk timer too. She killed him quite handily. And we have Necknaps again going to raffle stomp some poor bastard. I'm pretty sure at this point they are like kicking these things into the freaking arena with sticks because they do not want to fight her.
They are literally throwing whatever they can at her.
They literally caught this night up outside the gates dancing, and they just threw her in there.
She was asking for tips, and they gave her just the tip.
This is not just a tip. Reknap gives no one just a tip. Reknap goes to the hill all the way.
She aims for penetration and splits them right down the middle.
That is not a pleasant image. Reknaps takes the game again. She is just cutting a swath through her contenders.
Oh, we've lost someone down there in the viewer area. Terlori Silverwing just got destroyed by a Brawl'Gar enthusiast.
Those enthusiasts, they just do terrible things to you. I know this as a fact. If anyone's watching last time, I got myself killed too many times. And yet again, we have
5 or 6
back in the arena fighting the Emo-din. Let's see if she has learned anything. I would hope that she was taking notes, talking to her fellow brawlers outside the ring to try to get some way to beat this ball.
You know, I hope so, but really, I don't expect her to have.
She has full health still for the most part. She's learned something, mayhap, or she may be getting lucky. All I know is that she needs to get this guy up there. She got the first Archangel running through him right now. First bulwark down. Let's see what she can do.
Spawned the third angel already, so now she just has to get those charges up. I don't know, she might be able to.
She needs to position herself so it's right through this bulwark, and she is able to do it. Will she? Yep, and she did not get exploded on. That would have been the worst porn ever.
Well, I don't know.
Her.
You're into the snuff stuff.
No, she runs right into the gleaming light. That does the kill.
Speaking of a snuff film, damn!
That was a massacre.
If that was any bloodier, I swear to God she was a Death Knight.
She might be a Death Knight by the end of this. A forsaken Death Knight. She's died enough for it. And we have Dress Hunter back in the ring. Still flaunting his prom dress. Fighting. Is that a T-Rex? On a rocket?
That is a shark with a cannon, with a T-Rex riding it, with a man. Oh! I don't
even know. I want that thing to win, whatever that is. Destructo laser.
Epicus Maximus.
Epicus Maximus needs to win because that is the best thing I've ever seen in my life. That is a Forsaken playing the guitar on top of the T-Rex, or Devil Saw rather, on top of a shark with rocket with a laser.
What do you say to that?
I've seen everything I needed to see in life. That aside, Camarado seems to be doing quite well against it. I wish he would lose. I feel like Epicus Maximus deserves this win for sheer insanity.
Sadly, Epicus Maximus went against a hunter with, well, a very angry gun.
Wearing a dress. Oh, we have an angry Brawl'Gar spectator killing Terlori Silverwing again!
Look at him go down like a bitch.
Poor bastard. Dies again. He should find somewhere else to stand. I think he's down there trying to RP with the crowd.
Alright.
Oh, what is this? Is Cthulhu making an appearance?
This is not Cthulhu. What?
Looks like eyeball Cthulhu. I'm not sure the mechanics of this fight. I've never seen fight.
Ooh.
All I know is that there's a lot of lasers and there's a lot of eyeballs, and none of it seems very good. And I'm not sure who he's be targeting here. Ah, the eyeball. Alright, I wasn't seeing it getting hit.
This is Zen Shar. This is an old god eye-looking creature that's firing laser beams that look like some sort of weird rave shit onto the field.
I'm all about epic fights. I am the first person to say that Brawl'Gar need the prime of all competitors in this fight. But I'm going to hazard a guess and say that inviting an old god to actually take part is probably not the same thing.
Well, you're probably right, but I'm going to allow it.
I don't think we have a choice. It's an old god. It pretty much does what it wants.
You can't really tell him no.
Well, you can, but then they just shoot green laser balls at you. And this is actually a relatively boring fight. These lasers seem pretty easy to avoid. It's
Yeah.
kind of a Saturn, it looks like. He's just sitting there, just flinging fire at him. We're at 30 seconds on the berserk timer, though. His damage is pretty slim on the ground versus this fight, it seems.
Well, he's gonna get it. Yep, there we go.
And it's gonna. That is the most disgusting death I've ever seen. It was so blunt, and it's still on the field if you look close enough, and it's gone. Well, that was a strange fight. I've never seen that one.
That was legitimately disgusting. I am appalled and repulsed.
At the fact that an old god got killed so easily. This what I think it is? No, this is Ruharu again. With the a different fight.
The blind hero.
The blind hero. I've never seen this one. All I know is that blind hero looks like he's doing something you do not want to be standing. Oh man, it's taking chunks of health every time she gets hit. And with his sword.
Well, he's not doing that much damage though.
But neither is she.
That's true.
She's not had a chance to actually get any pain down on the blind hero, and the blind hero is just flailing away. It looks like it's a Forsaken with some Demon Hunter tattoos on it,
which is pretty fucking awesome.
It really is, but it implies a whole lot of darkness to the world.
Tick tock, tick tock.
We're looking at a minute on the berserk timer. Ruharu is not taking a lot of damage. It looks like she may be able to carry this if she can clinch it. She's not doing a lot of damage, but she still has a full minute left to do it.
Now, Algren, I'm not 100% certain. Do Paladin have an execute?
Yes, they do. They have Hammer of Justice, I believe. It's not a Hammer of Justice. It's a hammer of some sort. That pops out at 20%. However, she is getting overconfident and taking some of these hits that she can't afford to take. And we're at 30 seconds on the berserk time.
Yeah, it looks like her and the blind hero are actually neck and neck. Oh!
Dear. Man, out of the blue, she was doing so well, and then she just dropped it. I feel like she started underestimating the blind hero.
Yeah, blind as he may be, he hits like a truck.
I think it may be because he's so blind that he hits so hard. And did Talari die again? Where is Talari at? I'm looking for Talari. Did he die?
I think he ran.
No, he is. Talari Silverwing is okay.
Alright, we have a new competitor, a Warlock, fighting Gordome.
Oh, that poor moose. It is just, who let the moose in again? Why do that? Let's give him some food. Let him sit this one out. Give him greener pastures, because sitting him against someone spitting chaos fire in his face is just not the retirement he was looking for.
Well, Aragorn, he's about to go to greener pastures. That cemetery in the sky.
They just keep bringing them back. Ah,
it's really...
that poor bastard.
Oh, we got another Brawl enthusiast down there, being a dick.
Oh, is that, where is Talari? Did Talari eat
He's
it
alive.
again?
No, he's alive.
He lived through that one. I am on color me surprised.
Well, I lost 50 gold. I was really hoping he'd bite the shit.
I was betting against that as well. We have Reknaps fighting dual mode robot and already starting off the fight by taking off an even 20%.
Oh, sweet mother of Jehovah.
I have a feeling Reknaps is not even caring about the mechanics of these fights anymore. He seems to be just walking through.
She better start worrying about it though, because it looks like there's a stacking debuff. Oh, stacking buff rather. That is ooh, it's changing now. Now it's in artillery mode, precision artillery, and now it's switching again.
I don't think that switch is going to help it any.
It's not going to help
a
at
little
all.
better at taking damage, but it is just irrelevant at this point.
No.
Reknaps is just too strong. Sending competitors out to her is a waste of Brawl'Gar time.
They may as well just give her the gold, for Christ's sake.
Just give her the win and let her walk away. She may live for the love of battle, but we'd like to actually see a battle.
All right, who do we have up next? Come on, someone take the field. Really? No, there we go.
Oh, we have Kashi yet again. Unfortunately, we're gonna take a message from our sponsors during this fight. This Brawl-Cast brought to you by Mana Storm's Mana Storm Duplicator. If you don't want more Mana Storms in your life, then you're wrong. Buy one today.
Alright, and we're back, and surprisingly, Kath, she is not dead. She has full health right now.
Oh, but she is in bad position to run herself over to that. Oh, no, did she blink? I did not even see that. May have actually been a blink. Oh, though, did she miss? She missed the bulwark.
Ooh.
She missed him entirely. Oh, I have never seen anyone miss. And that is going to tell, because we're almost to a 1 minute on the Berserk timer, and I don't know if she's going to be able to recover that. She was doing so well. If she had not missed that, there'd be a different prospect, but
she just doesn't seem to have the capability to do this. She's just not capable.
She's going to take that to the face. So she did drop the bolt right there. And she took some damage right there, backing into a light crystal.
She's really figuring out this mobility thing, but it's just not. It's too little, too late. By the time she's got it down,
it's true. And missing that first bulwark drop was the worst thing that could possibly happen to her. I've actually never seen that happen. So, and down she goes. No one's surprised.
You know, it's really unfortunate because she would have been in great position to have, I would suspect, enough time to take down the Emo-din Uhuru.
It's true, it's true. I'm just hoping that she knows to interrupt the heal. I have a feeling that if she is given a chance to crank up to her full